Okay, here we go. Amanda the Adventurer 3. Remember the first two entries in this beloved franchise? Yeah, me neither. Looks like an indie horror game of sorts, featuring a little black girl? I'm not really sure. In the thrilling conclusion of the Amanda the Adventure trilogy, follow Riley as they uncover the ultimate secrets behind Amanda Hamelin and mysteries that have plagued Kensdale for decades. They, though? They, though, them, though, they, them? That's not how I wanted to start my day. Came out on the 6th of November from Mangled Maw Games, published by Dread XP. There is a demo. They want $13 for it. And the final gameplay through a return to form. Why, was the second an experiment that failed? Huh? Taking the best elements of both previous games to create an experience that is bound to thrill both returning and new players alike. What is this fandom all about? Challenging escape room style puzzles, interact with Amanda and friends in a new series of 90s style CGI adventures. Okay, this is pretty much an age reveal. Or maybe it's like young hipsters' brains have been melted by watching Stranger Things. I don't know. New area, you're not at the Kensdale Public Library anymore. Explore an abandoned Hamlin facility with decades of secrets to uncover and bring closure to the story. There is blood, a mild language, and psychological horror. The copy paints a picture that's a lot brighter and more varied than these screenshots lead on, but I guess if you're into the whole Five Nights at Freddy kind of horror experience and you're a longtime fan of this franchise, you're good. Fortunately, I have the no sequels before prequels rule when it comes to purchasing and playing games, so this excludes me. Dino Cop. Okay, what is this? Mark, your insufferable partner. People have no discipline. Good thing we're here to keep the world from turning into utter chaos. So you have a human. Why wouldn't you just eat your partner? Like, he looks like he's the only human alive. Okay, the Dino Diner. You got the Triceratops cooking meat. Aren't they vegetarians? Weren't Triceratops vegans? What? There's a lot of meat around here. Why are you so passionate about Brontosaurus meat? Yeah, I guess if they had evolved trade and commerce, dinosaurs would be trading in each other's meat. That's pretty gross. Okay, I mean, fresh off the Jurassic Park franchise, I don't know. I'm not that excited about dinosaurs. That's another part of the male autism spectrum I'm just not on. When dinosaurs were brought back to life, none wanted to be a cop, so humans made you, Dino Cop. Investigate the guests of the Cretaceous Hotel to crack a meaty case that will confront you with your most profound existential dilemma. Who brought human meat into the Dinosaur Rights Convention? Okay, pretty wild. I mean, it's imaginative. All right, there's some solid narrative going on here. Came out on the 6th of November from Pieces Games, self-published. There's a demo. They want $18 for it. And that's what it is. Humans had the silly idea of bringing dinosaurs back to life, and ever since, relationships between the two species have been strained. Yeah, but dinos couldn't talk and wear clothes and stuff. Come on now. No dinosaurs wanted to become a couple. Okay, we got all this. A rich and funny story starring a dozen anthropomorphic dinosaurs. That sounds like somebody's fetish. And other silly characters entangled in personal drama and socio-political issues about the realities of dino life in a human world. Sniff out crimes thanks to your magnifying glass, your literal nose, and other tools that will let you interact with your environment in clever ways. Oh, you're not a dinosaur police officer. You're the dude. So where are all the other humans? That's my biggest question. Keep track of your investigation using a detailed node system and timetable with 10 hours of gameplay. The mature content in the game primarily consists of cartoon violence. Dialogues include swearing and cursing, while some characters use drugs, alcohol, and tobacco and commit crimes. Okay, kids, don't do crimes. I mean, I think this is pretty imaginative as far as the games go, and it looks like there was a lot of love and attention put on this. It's definitely not low effort. Despite what the graphics might make you feel, I mean, I guess I could take a look. I'm that intrigued. Sure, the weekend's here. We've got time. My Little Puppy. What is this now? No machines were harmed in the creation of this game. You play a corgi that went to heaven? Is that what it is? Okay, the guy got the corgi asset pack with the Fortnite-style graphics. There's a lot of people in heaven, apparently. I'd like to see a dog go to hell. That would be pretty interesting. Anyways, John Wick is here as well. Okay, did you get the rights to that character? I sure hope so. There is a saying that when you depart from this world, the dog who went ahead will warmly welcome you. I love that Louis C.K. bit where it's like, do you really think that your relatives are just waiting around in heaven for you to come back? It sometimes takes you like 30 to 50 years to catch up to them. Do you really think that grandma's there in heaven watching you? Come on now. They got way better things to do. While spending time in dog heaven, Bongu, the Welsh corgi, suddenly catches his dad's scent. Now he embarks on a journey to meet his dad. Will Bongu be able to see his dad again? This sounds more like trauma dumping and projection to me. Came out on the 6th of November from Dream Motion Incorporated, self-published, and Crafton Incorporated. Aren't those the PUBG people? What? They want $32.50 for this. Okay. So yeah, there's a fair amount of production value in this, even though it does look like it came out of a Fortnite-styled asset pack. Beautiful adventure filled with stories of dogs and people. In the end, it's a story of all of us. I don't think so. Just some of us. I had a dad. I mean, he was only around half of the time, but he was there. He was present. Yeah, there you go. It's there if you want it. No demo, though. Unfortunate. Dream Motion. Star Wars Incorporated. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Is it a star mining game? It's got not enough art direction, I would say, in this. Like, I've seen so many games like this where it's just like, okay, we got a halfway decent concept and then we just can't quite execute on the visuals. And people say graphics don't matter. They don't really. I mean, if the gameplay is ultra solid, that's cool. Yeah. Whatever the graphics are on top of it is fine. But if the gameplay is just mediocre and it's the same thing you've seen 300 times before, them graphics better be fucking delicious. Take over an abandoned space station and manage your own ore mine. Cut through the asteroid with your laser, sell ore, and create an automated network of robot helpers to maximize your profit. Yeah, capitalism writ large. Came out on the 6th of November from Blackbeak Games, published by Three River Games, 3RG, and they want $25 for it. There is no demo. Grab the laser driller, automate your success, become a merchant, explore the station, and they used machines to generate some of the textures and music. Uh-oh. Musicians Union, go get them. They're anti-human. I mean, I'd rather play Starfield, let's be real. No players online. Okay. What is this now? An avant-garde artistic critique of online video gaming? I'm just saying that I want you to be able to do your thing. Self-insert of trauma from the developer. They've got the barrel filter on everything. You got a throwback to Windows, some version of old Windows with Minesweeper on it. What are we talking about here? You find an abandoned first-person shooter game on an old computer. You decide to play it. Okay, interesting premise, I guess. Came out on the 6th of November from Beeswax Games, published by Black Lantern Collective. They want $19.50 for this. What? Are you out of your mind? This is a $6 experiment at best. Come on now. Uh-huh. They're packing it in with buckshot roulette in a bundle. Okay. You find an old computer. Someone left a file. You decide to open it. What lives in a dead game? Explore an abandoned PC. Combine the souls of games. Okay. Fully realized faux 90s desktop. Again, self-reporting on your age. Probably some 50-year-old sad dude. Download games from an obscure game form. Like, what is it with the fucking 90s? Again, that fetishism, that retro fetishism, masquerading as a change in the form when they're really just dipping into the palette and making a pastiche for nostalgia purposes. That's it. A brand new horror flick based on the original game by Adam Pipe and Thibaut van der Broek with sound by Victor Kraus. All right. A spiritual successor to the 15-minute cult hit 2019 freeware game. Uh-huh. Did they say there was a demo? Well, it says at the bottom here there's a demo available for download, and they didn't include it on the store page. That's a fail. But $20? I'm good. Deep space exploitation. Okay, little pixel particles for you. Kind of reminds me of the Noita vibe. I wonder if they actually leverage that where all the pixels matter. Maybe, maybe not. Looks pretty straightforward though, space mining. Again, can't wait for Star Miner. Like compare this to Star Miner and just look at the difference of execution, amount of effort that's going into it. Deep Space Exploitation is a space mining game featuring 2D physics, fully destructible asteroids, and a story of survival under an exploitative corporation. Again, everybody wants to shit on capitalism, but they're sure as hell selling their video games on the largest gaming storefront in history. What are we doing here? The hypocrisy is fucking overwhelming. Use your equipment wisely, upgrade your ship, and make difficult decisions to secure your future. Yeah, this game better be free, comrade. Came out on the 6th of November from Juhur, self-published. There's a demo. Nope, they're trying to capitalize with an $11.80 price tag, of course. 2D physics and pixel art. Choose your equipment, master the asteroids, and survive bureaucracy. Everybody says, the people who are down on capitalism are folks who've never had money and they've never had capital and they've never had that power. Like as soon as they get it, they all turn into it. I mean, just look at it. There's a long history of folks. As soon as they get a little bit of wealth, that's exactly what you do because that's what you do with that stuff. It's all part of a closed system. And if you're not exploiting your cash, you're doing it wrong. You're an idiot. Anyways, whatever. Battle Group VR 2, okay, a VR game, could throw it out. Is this a reality? Not really. Not really at all. They didn't have the budget for the graphics, I guess. I mean, it looks kind of okay, but as far as these VR games go, what are you doing? You're flying your spaceship around? You got upgrades and stuff? Do Corvette to Corvette fighting, I guess? All right. Battle Group VR 2 is a virtual reality real-time space strategy where you explore the galaxy and lead a fleet of powerful warships from the bridge of your flagship. Explore, mine, trade, and hunt. Grow your fleet, upgrade your ships, train your captains, and battle the enemy from the captain's chair. See, that's the one thing about VR, these types of games where you drive a car, you pilot a jet fighter or a starship. It's good use of it because you don't have to physically move. There's something moving you with agency. When you have to move around in first person in VR, that's when you start vomiting all over the floor. So I do like these kind of executions, but still, VR, it's just a non-starter. It's a niche, fringe technology. It really is. No matter how you try to fool yourself into thinking that the world's going to adapt this shit. Same with AR. Remember augmented reality and how that was supposed to just revolutionize everything? And there's only like 3 people using it. Anyways, this came out on the 7th of November from Space Owl Games, self-published. There is a demo, and they want $32.50 for it. Wishlist helps support the game's development by boosting visibility and keeping you updated, also giving us some idea of how many people are interested in buying our life's labor. Deep space real-time strategy, perfected for virtual reality. Dominate the galaxy with an open world. There's a combat gauntlet and a conquest mode. Customize your perfect fleet. The galaxy is yours to conquer. Will you thrive or be lost among the stars? I think we'll be lost forever, but at least we'll be lost together. Kentum. Who is this man? All right, a little bit of hand-drawn art, side-scrolling point-and-click sort of thing. Ooh, you have to build a little facility. It's like a sci-fi stranded on a planet, alien planet kind of thing. Are they trying to leverage the altars and what's the other one? Oxygen not included, maybe. Stranded in the year 10,000, Kent, an average Joe turned clone, must survive, explore, and rebuild civilization with the help of a quirky robot companion. If it's just Kent, he ain't rebuilding civilization, bro. Craft, farm, and automate in this 2D Craftervania adventure. That's new. As you uncover Earth's secrets and kickstart humanity one machine at a time. Came out on the 6th of November from Tion Industries, published by Indie Nova and V Publishing. They want $23.50 for it. No demo. I'm actually disappointed. I was kind of keen to check this out. Kickstart humanity. After a 7,000-year slumber, explore, scan, and catalog, crafted to the limit. Survive or not, you'll be cloned anyways. Yeah, it's alters. Build the home base of your dreams. Traverse exotic locales in style. Okay. I don't think it would be as good as the alters, but I mean, it's a little bit more constrained with the 2D presentation. And Craftervania. That's a new one. Yeah, again, curious. It's a shame there's no demo. I think I'm actually going to put this on the wish list and hope that they wake up and provide some preview of the experience, aside from buying it playing it for an hour and returning it. There's only so many times I can do that before Gabin's goons come and get me. Sanatorium, a mental asylum simulator. Oh, great. Well, we need to make these great again, don't we? Remember when we closed them all and society took a huge nosedive? Yeah. Well, but we were mistreating folks in here. Oh, the art looks consistent. Also a nice style. Someone with illustrator background for sure. Is it a deck builder? And handle the asylum with cards? The year is 1923. Step inside Castlewood Sanatorium, where doctors and cruelty blur together. Yeah. Disguised as a doctor, you'll diagnose and treat patients using a deck of symptoms, tests, and outdated therapies. Wait. Disguised as a doctor? But tread carefully. One wrong move could expose you as an imposter. Came out on the 6th of November from Zeitglas, published by Shoreline Games. They want $17 for it. No demo, unfortunate. And, Vice thinks this is one of the most unique games they've ever seen. So, boy, that's going to sell 1 million copies. So there's a campaign. You got to do some investigation stuff. Card-driven workplace sim. I mean, I did enjoy Cultist Simulator, even if I never finished a full run of it. As far as deck building goes, it's not really deck building, but anyways, card-driven workplace sim, diagnose, treat, in quotes, or withhold. So is this a critique of asylums, telling us that we shouldn't go back to this level of mental health treatment, keeping these people, away from the productive members of society? I don't know. Every patient is a puzzle, full campaign across 4 chapters, branching paths, multiple endings, and 101 cards to chart. Evolve your treatment plan. Join their Discord. The game depicts outdated psychiatric practices and contains references to alcohol addiction, drug use, self-harm, suicide, sexual abuse, and violence. These elements are presented through the lens of historical critique, not as endorsements or accurate medical representation. I would love to sit the developers down and ask them how they think we should treat the mental health epidemic that's going on in the civilized world right now. If not this, then what? Anyways, it is, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put a second one on the wish list. I'm so curious. Wish you had a demo that might have made a sale today. Brew. All right, you're a little magical witch rat. Okay, it's a roguelike, I guess. And it's got that really horrific cell shader outline on stuff. Never been a fan of this. Never, ever have I ever enjoyed that. There's just something so artificial about it. But yeah, here it is. Are you at a Hogwarts as a rat? I guess. What would you like to do? Talk, gift, exit. Look at this mean-looking cat. Face the challenges of the tower as you enroll into the Alchemy Academy in this action-packed third-person roguelite. It's like you had me in the first 2 parts, and then the third part you just fell on your face. Brew potions to boost yourself in the heat of battle and use multiple weapons to defeat dangerous foes and pass your exams. Came out on the 6th of November from Snowleaf Studios. Self-published. There's a demo, at least. They want $23 for it. And it's a third-person actioner where you, use potions and a Gatling gun. Okay. Brew your own play style. You'll feel like a true alchemy student learning new abilities after every class. Life at the academy, get to know all the weirdos around you. All anthropomorphic animals, by the way, again, possibly speaking to either a mental illness or a game targeted towards young children. And again, why would you want young kids to, well, I guess Disney had that market cornered back when they were still making good films. Anyways, I'm good on Brew. It takes a war. Look at this Counter-Strike mod. What are we doing here? Super throwback. Again, dipping into the retro nostalgia fetishism, and I'm not interested at all. Graphics, nope. Guns, yes. Glory, doubtful. Get ready to drop into a devastatingly real depiction of the battlefield as you and your team take on a relentless foe. It Takes a War presents a new vision for the team-based tactical shooter genre. Came out on the 6th of November from Thomas McKinnon and published by Pantaloon. I guess they played CSGO once, and they were like, I can do that. There is a demo for the Demo Drills Director's Cut. Okay, and they want $7.80 for the base game. The Future of Combat, from the creators of The Corridor, I don't remember that, comes this game. Throw yourself into a relentlessly visceral combat. There is no I in team, but there is in victory. There's a me in team, though. People often forget that. If possible, we recommend making sure you have enough time to play, as once in one session to not disappoint your teammates. A single playthrough takes up to an hour. What the fuck? Devastatingly real. This is straight up lying, but you can do that in marketing. You can tell complete porky pies and hook your customer that way. Like, what are they going to do? Sue you for false advertising? I suppose they could. Have there been any cases of them suing game companies for just fucking lying? They'd have to go all the way back to Atari, because the Atari box art, if you go back and look, some of the most beautiful paintings in video games have been done on the classic Atari 2600 cartridges, and they look nothing like the video game. 3 unique classes: coordinate and conquer, ultra realism. Shut up. Stop. Listen, there's only so far you can stretch the truth here, and you've snapped it. Realistic weapons, communication is key, and pure combat. No generative AI was used in the making of this game. Yeah, maybe if you'd used the machine, it would have made a few sales. Guns and war-based violence, albeit mild. Wait, I thought this was the ultimate visceral battlefield experience, which you can actually play for free right now, RedSec Battlefield 6. Anyway, some cartoonish, very low fidelity, over-the-top blood and gore, and swearing. Also, probably people calling you the N-word over voice. I'm good. Crabs must die, in all caps. And there they are. There's the crabs. So they got the crab asset pack, the clown asset pack, and the first-person shooter asset pack, and they shoved it all together. Very flat-looking, lifeless kind of AI, UI. You got old Grushev here, the bartender. I know which colleague you're talking about. She stumbled in, covered in some slime, waving a gun and shouting about some crab people and behaving very erratically. No crabs allowed. Okay, who's this chick? See, it just feels like it's a bunch of asset packs slapped together. Daria from the Rostock Corporation. Stay out of my line of fire, and whatever you do, don't go charging ahead like a train. Who says this kind of stuff? Who wrote this dialogue? You can ride a motorcycle. There's skill trees and a bunch of other stuff. And look at their. You can tell everything by the splash art. Just bait. Like, who is falling for this? A chick in a skin-tight latex suit with a fat ass. That's like, just, you'd have to be fucking retarded. You've crash landed on a forgotten planet and must survive in a hostile open world filled with mutated crabs and other enemies. Armed with weapons, a beat-up bike, and a few skills, you'll explore, fight, scavenge, and level up. A compact open world shooter with light role-playing game and survival elements. Came out on the 6th of November from Roman Karlamov. Yeah, a solo developer did this. Let's applaud. Everybody clap. Please clap. There is a demo. They want $13.50 for it. And I think your favorite sci-fi post-apocalyptic action RPG just 100 times smaller. A love-made open-world adventure by one solo dev with zero budget and lots of passion for the genre. Bullshit, you made all this on your own. Bullshit. Asset packs to the max. 6 to 7 hours of open world gameplay, variety of enemies, some kind of open world, perks, guns, and stats made with the glorious Unreal Engine 5, because that's a huge selling point in 2025. Built using the finest game engine known to humanity, Unreal Engine 5. Thanks to lumen lighting and some black magic, even a solo noob like me managed to make things look surprisingly decent. And yeah, it actually runs pretty well. I call bullshit. If I download this demo and fire it up right now, my graphics card will take off like a fucking jet engine. Guaranteed. The game uses machine-generated voiceovers for some characters, also contains occasional alcohol use, lots of shooting, plenty of violence, and, well, quite a few dead crabs. Okay, maybe this is projection. Maybe the dev got crabs one day and was like, I'm going to make a game about this. I'm good. All right, and we're good. 19,403 video games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.